While Season 6 of The Conners was not wholly uplifting, it did allow Roseanne's spin-off to deliver a happy ending to one character who I feared was doomed. I never expected happy endings from Roseanne or its spin-off, The Conners. After all, Roseanne became The Conners after her eponymous heroine died of an off-screen opioid overdose, a heartbreaking twist that aligned with the show's larger dedication to addressing real-life social issues. I was delighted that The Conners had moved on from Roseanne, but her death did not come as a major surprise. Since its inception, the sitcom has been hard-hitting. The Conners' array of characters has battled with a variety of challenges, including addiction, unemployment, grief, poverty, unwanted pregnancy, wrongful termination, and debt. Nonetheless, The Conners Season 7 appears to provide the main clan with a more hopeful finale than viewers may imagine. The Conners Season 7 will be the show's final season, although Roseanne's spinoff began preparing for its grand conclusion in Season 6. The fate of one recurring character who I had always felt was destined for a terrible finish demonstrated that The Conners may be more optimistic than expected in Season 7. The Conners Season 6 unexpectedly gave Bev's story a happy ending. Throughout Roseanne and The Conners, Roseanne and Jackie's angry mother, Bev, seemed destined for a horrible end. Bev's role in Roseanne was bleak, since she was frequently in conflict with her daughters despite their close bond. Bev routinely lied, insulted, misled, and demeaned her daughters. Even in Roseanne's world, where the entire primary family had an acidic sense of humor, Bev was especially cynical and mean-spirited. Roseanne and Jackie frequently discussed how their mother's harsh brutality affected them, so it seemed unlikely that her story would end happily. That's why Bev's comeback in Season 6 of The Conners stunned me so much. While Mark's The Conners Season 7 finale appears to be bleak, Bev's fate demonstrated that the sitcom can occasionally be bright and optimistic. Bev's initial appearance in The Conners Season 6 stunned me when her nurses revealed that an experimental medicine trial had effectively restored her dementia. I hadn't expected such a grounded series to have such an uplifting twist, even though Bev's drug trial success wasn't out of the ordinary in the context of the show's heightened reality. Bev's Roseanne story was defined by tragedy, and The Conners made it worse. Bev shielded Jackie and Roseanne from their physically abusive father, but she was also emotionally aloof and verbally abusive herself. Throughout Roseanne and The Conners, I viewed Bev as a loving but terribly flawed, bitter parent, and as such, I assumed she would eventually receive a horrible ending to match her sad past. Every now and then, the original show would humanize her by revealing more about her background. However, Bev would always mitigate the impact of these times by almost immediately disparaging or dismissing her sensitive kids following these intimate revelations. Roseanne's spinoff was no kinder to Bev, and it certainly did not foretell Jackie and Dan, The Conners protagonists, reconciling with her in Season 6. When she first appeared in the spinoff, Bev kept the fact that she owned the lunchbox from the family and refused to relinquish the deed to Jackie. Once again, she was at odds with her soul family, and I imagined she would remain so until she was dead. Bev's entire life had been defined by her unwillingness to be close to her children, so I assumed she would die alone. The Conners Season 5 sets up Bev's tragic Season 6 ending. In Season 5, Episode 8, of Missing Minds and Missing Fries, Jackie realized that Bev had dementia that was quite advanced. Bev struggled to remember her own daughter's death in one of the spin-off's most heartbreaking scenes, forcing Jackie to explain Roseanne's fate to her mother. The Conners had several Roseanne character returns, but the tragic sight of Jackie hugging her bitter, mean-spirited mother seemed to foreshadow Bev's eventual death. It was difficult to imagine how the two could ever reach a more tranquil agreement than this, with Jackie accepting her mother's limited faculties and memories. Later episodes in Season 5 reinforced this theme, with Bev's increasing dementia causing her to unintentionally divulge the magnitude of the abuse she shielded Roseanne and Jackie from as children. The heartbreaking and sad plot took me aback, and as Bev's independence faded and Jackie discovered her mother's fine qualities, it became evident that her death was imminent. Instead, Season 6, Episode 3, Moms and Rats, entirely contradicted this. I couldn't believe it when Bev disclosed that she had returned most of her memory and independence, but things got much better.